Hello and thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. I am Abosedi Adeni Adiremi. We'll begin with development coming from Benue State. President Tinubu has now returned to the nation's capital, Abuja, after his visit to Benue State to engage stakeholders in a town hall meeting. The president had cancelled his scheduled visit to Kaduna State for the visit to Benue, where he met with key players in the state in view of the violent attacks that have led to the loss of lives. The meeting sought to find a lasting solution to the incessant killings and attacks in the state. And talking about the president's visit to Benue State, he actually visited surviving victims of last Friday's brutal attack in Yelwata community in the Guma local government area of Benue State. The president went straight to the Benue State University Teaching Hospital after arriving at the Tactical Air Command, Nigerian Air Force Base, Makurdi, at about 12:58 p.m. today. He later left the hospital for the new banquet hall of the Benue State Government House, where he met with major stakeholders in the state. But joining me on the news now is senior reporter Godwin Agwam. Godwin, let's talk about the president's visit to the hospital. Tell us what the mood was like, with his visit to survivors in the hospital.
All right. Good evening, Abosedi. When the president arrived, everyone had thought that the president would just quickly move straight to the government house where the town hall meeting was expected to hold, and of course commence his activities there. But the president was so kind enough to visit the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, where most of the victims and survivors of the attacks at Yelwata are currently receiving treatment. While he was there, he sympathized with the victims, went around to greet some of the survivors, and of course, he even admonished the governor to make a call for blood donation so that they could use to resuscitate some of the victims and, of course, bring them back on their feet. And the president also would have visited Yelwata, the scene of the incident where scores of persons were killed. But because of the weather condition in the North Central today, because, of course, there was a heavy downpour, and it has even affected the Lafia-Makurdi Road, where there was flooding. And so the president could not access those communities or the communities, especially Yelwata. So that's why he tendered his apology to the people of Benue State. With the visit of the president, of course, the mood, you could see that they are happy, and there is this level of confidence that they are regaining, knowing fully well that the president has come to visit them, and of course, issued a marching order to security chiefs that the criminals must be arrested to ensure that this carnage do not happen again. Abosedi.
Godwin Agwam, well, thank you very much for that update. We're still talking about happenings in Benue State. The president, Bola Tinubu, has now advised the Benue State government to set up a committee of elders to comprise those who governed the state before and the paramount leader of the Tiv and Idoma nation to find a permanent solution to the lingering attacks and to allocate land for the establishment of ranches. He gave the advice during a town hall meeting in Makurdi, the Benue State capital. Mayowa Kwato has details.
The president arrived at the Tactical Air Command base of the Nigerian Air Force in Makurdi at approximately 12:58 p.m. and proceeded directly to the Benue University Teaching Hospital. There he met some of the victims who were receiving treatment for injuries sustained during the attack. The president later holds a meeting with stakeholders at the banquet hall of the government house, where he advised the Benue State government to create a committee of elders to find a permanent solution to the lingering attack.
Let us please find a way to form a committee of elders here. That committee to comprise those who had governed this state before including Atompera, to be the committee to really find a permanent accommodation.
President Tinubu also appealed to the people of the state to support their governor during this trying time and also urged him to develop synergy with neighboring governors.
We can turn this tragedy into economic prosperity. We can do it, and we will do it with you.
Governor Ali of Benue, along with the leader of the Traditional Council in the state, Lito Otiv, appreciates the visit by the president, believing it will bring a resolve to the state's insecurity.
Let me also reiterate my firm support for the establishment of state police as a sustainable solution to the persistent insecurity in our state and perhaps elsewhere. While I acknowledge the concerns surrounding its implementation, I believe the federal government can address these by setting clear state-specific guidelines.
We appeal to you to end the genocide going on in Benue State and the insecurity in all parts of Nigeria. We know you are capable of doing it, sir.
The preferred recommendations of the president at this stakeholders meeting is expected to bring a lasting solution to the insecurity in Benue State and the North Central region as a whole. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Makodi.
Mayowa Okwato is on the ground in Benue State. He